So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the readings for you today. This is for Pisces and those with strong or significant Piscean placements in their charts. All right. For those of you who are new to me and the channel, be aware I have no filter. I do not sugarcoat my messages. I'm a very raw and real reader who is aware that anything can come out of my mouth at any time. With that said, if if that's not your thing, you've got kids around, that's not your type of message, I'm always very respectful of that. I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off. Now, otherwise we will be getting into these energies from Pisces for August. But first, my new merch will be in the Etsy shop shortly. Between Virgo and Mars and Venus all together and Chiron and Uranus going retrograde, they had other priorities, so they are not in the shop just yet, but they will be very shortly. You will be able to find my Seal of the Seven Archangels Divinely Protected shirt in there once I get it up, hopefully by the end of this month, and if not, definitely by September. All right. Also, for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I used to do a Love Yourself group on Facebook for Twin Flames. That is officially back as of September 1st. It is a monthly group. All right, for those of you who sign up for the month, you will be in a raffle to win my High Feminine Oracle Records book, which will also be in my shop. But if you win it through the group, it will be signed by yours truly, and I will be doing that every single month, so that you can keep track of your readings, right? So you can keep track of the messages that come into your readings through the group and otherwise, right? Readings you do for yourself. Plus, if you are a member of the Love Yourself Twin Flames group, you will also get discounts on any Twin Flames secret code name readings that you like to purchase, okay? So, with that said, Pisces. Pisces, Spirit, please. Piscean energy. What is the milestone for Pisces and Piscean energy for August? We've got vision. We've got vision. Pisces, I think you're seeing things beyond just the surface, okay? I think you're seeing the foundation or the subconscious with other people and yourself included. You're seeing the bones of it, right? It's not just the outer facade or the outer character that's being presented. You're seeing where it comes from. You're seeing the cause, right? You're seeing the cause behind what you're witnessing in the experience. You're seeing where it comes from. It's almost like you're seeing right through people. You're seeing right through people, and that might even include yourself, realizing, right, that you're doing certain things because of certain beliefs or histories underneath the surface, right? I think you're also in the midst of truly bringing what you visualize for yourself, your highest vision for yourself, into form. I think there may be a restructuring of that or a detailing, right? It's almost like, well, I always wanted a purple car, blah, 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 blah. And then as you're about to get the purple car, you're like, you know what? I want a purple car with a little unicorn decal on it, or I want, this or that on the car. I want it to have, white seats or whatever, you know what I mean? It's almost like fine-tuning the vision. And you're being specific for a reason, because you don't just want any purple car, you want a specific one. That's your goal. whatever your vision is for you, right? It doesn't have to be a car. It could be a certain lifestyle. It could be a certain way that you see your partnership with someone, right? You're looking at how the foundation that you have creates the vision that you hold here. If you're seeing a negative outcome, it's because there's something negative in the structuring of your own subconscious that needs to be addressed in order for that vision of the negative outcome to shift into relief of the positive one, right? And like I said, being able to see through people. Piscean moons may be having to embrace this about themselves, right? Getting down to the restructuring of the self, focusing on the self. Seeing where it comes from, their behavior and the vision they're creating. Because if it's almost like if you have worry in your mind, right? If your vision is of worry, is of catastrophe, this is going to be a mess. The reaction that would try and fix it is what would end up creating the catastrophe or the mess, right? It's understanding how the framework or structuring matters. We got the 10 of Cups. The Fool. The 3 of Pentacles, Justice, with the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. The Knight, the 2, and the 9. Knave of Wands is on the bottom. 2 of Pentacles is on top. Okay. This is the whole idea of it, right? Juggling the ideal with the reality. That the ideal doesn't match the reality, or that the reality doesn't match the ideal. I think a part of you knows you need to tackle it. A part of you knows you need help. And a part of you knows you're not alone. It's almost like having all the pieces you need to put the ideal and the reality together, to merge them into one, but not knowing how to do it. The 10 of Cups here in this particular deck is a heart space, a feminine energy who feels like they're dealing with a bunch of fucking kids. Child mindset. Right? Immature mindset. I don't actually mean children literally, although you could be. But this is someone who is dealing with people like they don't know how to be responsible. They don't know how to prioritize. They don't know anything outside their own bubble, right? It's always me, mine, I want. You know what I mean? Mentality. Pisces, what you might not realize is that one of these quote-unquote children is actually an angel. Okay, this one right here has wings. And while the other ones are looking to you for answers, looking to you for handouts, this one is actually helping you carry the weight of the children you're dealing with. Right? Adult in body, child in mind. You might be viewing them like a child. And yet, they're like a guardian angel, okay? They are of beginner's mind. They are innocent. They are not tainted by the experience of life or the weight of what people have learned growing up. They're in divine alignment. Okay. Your heart space might be heavy, feeling like it needs to be there for so many people. Your heart space might be heavy, feeling like you need to be there for so many people, including your guardian angel. And yet your guardian angel is the one that's helping you. They are more capable than you realize. Because if you think about it, the masculine aspect of the self matures to a point, and the feminine aspect of the self matures to a point, and when they integrate, they become the divine child. The inner child, right? The completion of the maturation is to go back to beginner's mind. Prior to what you learned about adults and what adulting is life. There's a whole different way of adulting. And a more authentic and truer way of adulting, and that is through the inner child, the enlightenment of the inner child. The divine inner child is actually more mature than just the masculine or the feminine on their own. This is someone who's integrated in your reality, in your experience, who is very authentic to themselves, who is helping you and you don't realize it. And you've got to understand something about the divine. Okay, with the Fool card here. Those who are loyal to you will never leave. They'll never leave your side. They'll never stop protecting you. They'll never stop serving you. They'll never stop being your companion. The dog follows the fool wherever the fool goes, even if it is over the cliff. The fool in this card is afraid that the sky is falling. The sky being the mind. That the mind is falling, that the perspective is falling, that the perspective, the old perspective, the limitations of the ego is shattering. What happens when the masculine aspect of the self and the feminine aspect of the self reach full mastery? They break through the fucking ceiling. The sky shatters. The mind shatters. The perspective opens up. They're not limited by the mind anymore. You go from being afraid that the sky is going to fall and crash on you to being able to see it completely open. Completely wide open. The perspective gets huge. There's no reason to fear the limitations of the mind collapsing. Because that's where integration is. That's where the divine child exists. The angelic, innocent-minded, beginner-minded self that understands creation. It understands the steps. It hears the soul song because it plays the soul song. It dances to the soul song. It is both the instrument and the one who creates the music from it. It's both. It's the creator and the instrument of creation. By the end of the month, you have some serious justice coming in when you're strong. Because in this deck, the Justice card is card number 8, which is traditionally known to be the Strength card. In original tarot, Justice was 8 and Strength was 11, but it switched somewhere along the way with like Rider Waite and them, who thought that Strength should be 8 and Justice should be 11. The original tarot, Justice was 8. You got to understand that when you trust and you take the steps in accordance with your soul song, that you have allowed balance and justice to manifest in your life. That you're no longer dealing with child-minded people as an adult, but that you are of a guardian angel vibration. Helping those that have matured reach their own inner child, authentic, divinely perfect, integrated self. And as soon as that justice comes in for you with the Knight of Wands and the Two of Chalices and the Nine of Wands, it's almost like a fire of inspiration gets sparked, and you start getting these whispers from your guardian angels, right? You start listening to their advice, and you're realizing how the way you used to see things looking back was putting you on your last leg all the time. I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore, right? You look back at yourself like, God, I was in this mode of I can't take anymore, and you realize that you're not alone. That you actually have assistance here to help you mature back into your authentic self, your higher self. You've got soulmates here, sacred soulmates, soul family, people that are in full support of your spirit because they're integrated. They're saying, don't be afraid to blow your own mind. Don't be afraid to expand the horizon. Don't be afraid to see what is on the other side of your own mental limits. Break through the ceiling. Break through the ceiling. Like, you're divinely protected. You are divinely protected. Don't be afraid to fully shatter your old thinking. Just because you see differently from them and you've got it more together than them does not mean someone else isn't there in your experience showing you a better way. So that you don't feel drained or burdened with the child-minded, immature, unaware, unawakened people. Someone in alignment is helping you out. It is up to you whether or not you look back. At the end of the day, it's going to be you that breaks through the ceiling. You or bust. No one else is going to break through the ceiling for you. At the end of the day, it is up to you, Pisces, if you decide to hold on to your old way of thinking or if you break through it. That includes the cross watcher. Life's a mirror. If you're watching this, there's always messages in divine time. You've got to be willing to go above and beyond what you previously thought. Because someone you think who needs to grow up, you might have even said it to them, they need to grow up. They're already in alignment with themselves. They're already authentic. They're already helping you and being your guardian angel, whether you realize it or not. Trust that they are who they are, the way they are, for a reason. They're helping push you into balance above and beyond your limitations. Okay. Spirit, please, for Pisces, what do they need to remember moving into September? Patience. Remember, you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. You are able to let it move to its own loving rhythm. There is a divine time and place for everybody. There are people here who need to grow the fuck up. Put their childish, petty shit down, their shadows down. There are people here who have matured and come into their light. Inside the box. And then there are those people who unlock the box to let the light bust the fuck out. Fuck the box. Those are the divine inner children who have integrated themselves. Yes, there's people in shadow. Yes, there's people in light that feel trapped by the shadow and with the shadow. And then there's the breakers of the fucking box who let the light out. And all the shadows that were in the box just disappear. You got one of them in your reality, Pisces. You've got someone in your reality giving you the key to yourself, who is helping you unlock this vision, helping you see the foundation or the root of what false beliefs you have. Someone who is very humbling for you, someone you're very grateful for at the end. Someone who's going to help you move in the right direction, who's a divine mirror for you. So that you don't ever have to look back at that box. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you understand your August. I look forward, Pisces, to seeing you rock all my merch once it's in the shop. I hope you guys get yourself one of my 7 Seals of the Archangels shirts, Divinely Protected, and I do hope to see you in the Love Yourself Twin Flames group on Facebook, opening September 1st. Until next time, guys, this is Divine Rebel Racey signing out. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.